Okay, so two things before we start here. Again, if you don't know my review style for stuff like Star Wars or comic books or anything of that nature, I do kind of my overall thoughts at the beginning, then there's a break period, then there's going to be a big spoiler section after that, and then there'll be another break. So if you want to skip the spoiler section, you'll probably know where the two breaks are. It won't be too terribly hard to there. Anyway, the second thing is, I am aware that most of the pictures I'm using are not actually from this. I like to make sure I get the still shots and stuff in advance. And basically at the beginning of the month there wasn't a trailer up for this outside of a few quickie announcement stuffs. I had to cobble together a couple other things. So, yeah, again, I know it's not exact, but just try to bear with me on this. It helps saves on editing time, basically. Anyway, my overall thoughts on the LEGO Star Wars Holiday Special. This is getting an A. I think this definitely hits the buttons for all Star Wars fans. No matter what incarnation of Star Wars you are, if you're an original trilogy fan, there's a lot of stuff in there. There's stuff from the new 7, 8, 9. There's even some prequel stuff in there that's really funny. I think it all works really well. It's all told really well. If I have one drawback to it, it's that if you were tuning in expecting references to the original Star Wars Holiday Special, you're going to be disappointed. Except for one big thing, which we'll get to in the spoiler section. Yeah, there's not really any references to that. There's no Bea Arthur jokes or no Jefferson Starship appearances. Sorry. But still, this is enjoyable. It's really fun. I highly recommend it. I give it an A.
Star Wars, the original trilogy collection.
You're not actually going into an asteroid field.
It'd be crazy to follow us.
You could outfly the Empire in the Millennium Falcon with realistic engine sounds and lights.
I want that ship.
Incoming TIE fighter! Blast it, Chewie! Look out! Jump to hyperspace!
The power of the Force is in your hands. The saga continues with Star Wars figures and vehicles, each sold separately, batteries, background, and asteroids not included.
Fighting the Frizzies at 11.
Okay, so basically the central motif of this is that because the First Order has finally been defeated, this takes place just after Episode 9, Life Day is permitted to be celebrated once more. The crew of the Falcon, that's Finn, Rey, Poe, a couple of Rose, and at least one other I can't think of, 3PO, BB-8, are on the Falcon. They're on Kashyyyk to celebrate Life Day with Chewbacca's family. So yes, we get the return of Mala, Lumpwara, and Itchy. That's all I remember. I remember the name from the Holiday Special. I don't remember what Chewbacca's father's full name was. But still, they're there. They appear. There's sort of this joke about Poe having to cook the traditional meal, which is a tip-yip, and it's and he's trying to cut corners. He tries using the retro rockets on the Falcon to cook it, and he burns it. Hilarity ensues there. As this is happening in the main plot, though, focuses on Rey, who is trying to teach Finn how to be a Jedi. She's doing everything that the books are teaching her, that the Jedi texts are teaching her, but she's struggling because he's having some problems, and she just doesn't understand what's going on. And she's starting to feel that she's failed, and she thinks she needs to go to a planet called Kordoku to find this crystal that will give her the path to show her how to learn everything. So she promises she'll be back in time for the Life Day celebration, and she goes to this planet with BB-8. They find this crystal that allows them to travel through time, and you see them go to all the various points in the Star Wars saga. They go to Luke training on Dagobah. They go to the climactic scene in A New Hope. They go to Anakin and Obi-Wan in Episode 2, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon in Episode 1. They get spotted a couple of times, and in one main case, Vader winds up traveling through the portal, and this results in Rey fighting Darth Vader over this crystal. They travel through all these various points in the movies, and they keep getting more and more people coming along with them, to the point that they finally arrive during the binary sun sequence on in A New Hope, where Luke is looking off in the distance, and then suddenly all of these Star Wars characters start falling into the desert on Tatooine and fighting with each other. And as this is happening, Luke, that's the episode 4, Luke, gets trapped, gets sent back with Rey and Vader and BB-8 to the original time, and then in that time spot, Vader grabs the crystal and returns back to his time, which is on the second Death Star in Return of the Jedi. He and Palpatine then use the crystal to travel into the future, where they meet Kylo Ren, who fills them in on everything. And Palpatine is upset to learn that Vader betrays him and throws him down a mine shaft. So he takes Kylo Ren on as his new apprentice, and you get this scene where he's like, "You're not going to betray me, like, say, throw me down a reactor shaft, are you?" It's like, well, not throwing you down a reactor shaft. And as this is happening, they're basically a plot to take out Luke and Vader at the same time. Rey, because she's lost the crystal, is sort of pouting, but then Yoda appears to her and kind of imparts that, hey, failure is good, you learn from failure, and the way the Jedi impacted their apprentices, or their Padawans, was not just by being a teacher, but by being a friend, and appreciating everything that's, yeah, you're going to have problems, but you work together to get over them, instead of, you know, just reciting what's in a book. And so there's kind of an important lesson there, that sometimes the teacher must also be the student, and to learn from mistakes and everything there. And from that, Rey finds the power to assemble her own crystal. She returns to Return of the Jedi, and helps Vader, or basically gets back the original crystal, which BB-8 swipes from the Emperor. And then Vader gets fed up with the Emperor's shtick, and he throws Palpatine down the reactor shaft. So, yeah, basically she still goes about setting everything right, and then returning to the party, where Max Rebo has been hired to play the music. It's not the Max Rebo 7 anymore, because the other 6 are dead. And again, so yeah, you kind of get this great, like I said, it's got good messages, really good performances. The only voice actor from the movies to make an appearance was Kelly Marie Tran as Rose. But again, it's not a really serious thing. It's very semi-serious. But it does a good job of telling its story and pulling off serious moments when it needs to, and also being really funny when it needs to be. And a lot of meta-commentary to the Star Wars stuff, but I think you can be, you know, not as knowledgeable about Star Wars, but still know enough to really enjoy this. It still works on those levels. Like I said, the only drawback is if you were expecting reference to the original Star Wars Holiday Special, yeah, you're kind of out of luck there. But, you know, unless like Bea Arthur was a Porg the whole time. But still, it's like I said, it's really fun, it's really enjoyable, and you won't have any problem watching it. It's only 47 minutes long, too, so it's not going to eat up too much of your time.
That cheeseburger you do not want.
I do not want that cheeseburger.
Those fries give Yoda.
Here, have my fries.
Your drink desire you not.
The Diet Pepsi, I do want.
Want you not.
Do
not want.
This summer, grab a Diet Pepsi and see Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Fighting the Frizzies at 11.
Okay, so in all likelihood, the next video is probably going to be the recap and review for Survivor Series 2020. Like I said, I know Animaniacs starts this week, but I'm probably not going to be able to get through all that in one day. Not to mention, I need to get caught up on Mandalorian. I have not seen the last 2 episodes. So that's episodes 2 and 3. So I might just, start Animaniacs on like Saturday or something, and then use the Friday to catch up on the 3 episodes of The Mandalorian that are available then. It'll definitely make it a little bit easier. Anyway, so yeah, it's going to be Animaniacs. It's not going to be like my other TV series review where the reviews I've been doing recently, where I review the pilot episode and then I review the rest of the season. I think I'm just going to do the whole season and kind of an encapsulation there. Not to mention, since Animaniacs is kind of an anthology sketch type show, it's a little bit harder to, be specifically stuff. There's not an overarching idea there, if you catch my drift. So yeah, like I said, it'll be an Animaniacs review. After that, the random trade review on Spider-Man Torment, and then going into December, I've got a few things. Obviously, we'll recap we'll finish off Mandalorian Season 2 at that point. And then I got a couple of quick things. Obviously, Mank, which is the new David Fincher film about the writer of Citizen Kane. And that's on Netflix. And then there was one other one I was going to do. It's on Disney Plus. Safety. I'll do that one. And then I'll probably try to review at least one of the Netflix Christmas things, because Netflix is kind of the only place you can go to for Christmas material now, outside of like the Hallmark Channel. So see you all next time. Hey guys, remember, you can help support my channel at patreon.com/SleepyTimeForCat Productions, where you can help request a movie, even if it's something like, say, Sonic the Hedgehog or the next Purge film. I'll review it.